This is another progress video on my XR3 car build. I want to show you some of the progress on the interior details that I've been working on, and here you see some panels that I'm using for the interior of the door to cover up the internal workings of the door. And so there's 4 panels here. They're all made of fiberglass over foam, so they're very lightweight, and I'm using these to cover the door. And just want to give you an idea, on the inside of the door we've got some aluminum mounting structure arranged in here, and these panels will be attaching to that mounting structure. And we've also got some mechanisms in there for the door opening mechanism and handles and so on. So these pieces fit onto the door something like this. And it will end up looking something like that with everything installed. We also have a door handle that goes into that recess right there, and ends up looking like that. So this door obviously is removed from the car. Here's one that's installed, and you can kind of get an idea of what it's going to look like on the interior here. Been making some progress on the dashboard, and right now the dash does not have fiberglass on it. That's just carved up foam that you see there. So the next step will be to cover that with fiberglass. That structure in the middle there is the fan and evaporator unit for the air conditioning. The 4 holes in the middle there are the air registers coming out of the fan unit. And then the tachometer and the speedometer go in those 2 big holes you see on the steering column unit. And there's a couple more gauges over there in the far corner that you can see. We have a little center console here that will have the radio, and there's also a couple switches there for the electric windows up and down when I get those mechanisms in place. And then if I walk over to the driver's side here, you can get an idea of what it's going to look like from the driver's perspective. There is a small instrument panel down here in the corner. The instrumentation is really going to be pretty minimal here, but there are some switches down here for lights and windshield wiper and so on that would be used to control those. Over on this side you can see on the passenger door how it mates with the panels on the dashboard. So I got a lot of fiberglassing to do here. One other thing I wanted to show was the windshield wiper mechanism has been redone. The one that I had in there used the tailgate motor from a Dodge Caravan. It was kind of weak. It wasn't really strong enough to drive the big windshield wiper I'm using here. So put in a main motor for the front wipers from a Dodge Caravan, and it's much stronger, and it works much better as far as powering that big wiper back and forth. You can get an idea of how the mechanism works here. I don't have the wiper in place right now because I don't have a windshield, but I put a little pointer there so you can see how it's going to work. And I'm much happier with this arrangement compared to the one that I had earlier. So that's where we are on progress, and
I'll be making another video when we get the ground effect pieces in place around the bottom of the car. And also the rear fender needs to be fabricated. So that'll be next after the dashboard is done. And I'll be posting a new video when I get that done here, hopefully before too long. Thanks for watching.